Domas, I know 4 games, not great to be losing, but again, you guys have the same record that you guys had at this time last year. Just to get back to your winning ways, how good was that feeling and knowing that, maybe the sky isn't really falling, even though it kind of feels like it is?
Yeah, no, it feels great. It feels great to get a win, and the fans haven't got a one in a long time here, so it's definitely a great feeling.
How big was it to close out down the stretch tonight?
It was great. They made a late push. They got very talented players there, and we locked in together. And we got it done.
And then the 20 boards. I mean, I know you've had it several times, but to do it against a team like that, especially with a guy like Capella, just how important was that?
They did a good job defensively taking things away on the offense. So I just had to make myself help the team in other ways. And just get the boards, push the ball. Get offensive rebounds. All that stuff.
Yeah, Domas, what do you feel like was working for you guys defensively tonight?
We were just talking. We were communicating. We locked in on the assignment. We were up. The big got below sometimes. Weak side was there. We were Xing out. We worked on that these last couple of days. And it showed today.
Domas, Harrison sometimes gets left out of the sort of cycle of passes and shots. Just how big was it for him to step up in a moment where some of you guys weren't having a great shooting night?
It's great. That's on us, how we say it. He's always ready. He's one of the most professional guys on the team. Stays ready, does all the work, even more. And we just got to find him more in those situations, because most of the nights he does have a mismatch.
I might laugh at this, but free throws, just to see him actually go down tonight and, only miss 2 or 3 of them, just how good was that? Do you feel like that was a difference at all?
Probably was a difference. I didn't even pay attention. I didn't even know how much we missed or made. We go up there, we try to make them, so same as usual every night.
Domas, to kind of piggyback on the HB question, what stands out in games like this when probably his best game since opening night, as opposed to other nights when he's not as aggressive?
It's just we have more options. We're dangerous. We have more options. Other guys can score. Like I said, most of the nights he does have a mismatch on him, and we just got to look for that, call the right plays, and for him to be aggressive in them.
Domas, how you've talked about how you guys needed to stop this after 4 games. I think it's not the first time you've said, like, we can't let it get to 5. How much did you guys need this tonight, and why was that so important?
It was big, especially going into our longest road trip of the season. Get a win at home, to start things off right, and just get ready going into a tough opponent.
Una victoria importante, Domas, especialmente porque se recupera la confianza y se evita caer en la tabla de posiciones, ¿no?
Sí, claro, queríamos ganar este partido para, como tú has dicho, que estamos en séptimo, sexto, algo así ahora, y tenemos que seguir ganando porque somos un equipo competitivo y tenemos que estar allí arriba.
Back to English. Sorry to be boring. Domas, you've been here for much of De'Aaron's ascension into this superstardom, especially with the start of the season that he's had. I'm curious, from your perspective, he seems to be in a little bit of a funk right now, but how has he continued to impress you or lead, or what are the things that he's been doing over the last handful of weeks while the numbers may not be there, but he's still leading?
I don't think he's in a funk. He's playing the right way. He's making the right reads, getting guys involved. He's leading. Teams are throwing everything at him. He's averaging 30 points, so teams these last couple of games are throwing different defenses at him. He's doing a great job of running the plays. Coach calls a lot of plays, like tonight was for HB. So we're a great team, so there's many different players that can show up every other night, and he's the one leading. He's the head of the snake with the ball, so this doesn't happen without him. So, whatever he ended up with tonight, I don't even know, but we won because of him.
Domantas, JaVale McGee, the bench scored 42 points tonight, and he kind of got in and got things kind of rolling. What are your thoughts about, playing with JaVale this season?
He's a vet. He stays ready, just like HB. Those guys stay ready. They know when their number's going to be called, and they come out and play at a high level. And today he showed that.